Hello, Animal Messages with Julie here. If you're first joining in, I'm an animal communicator. I do trauma clearing. I do animal grief counseling, behavioral coaching. I feel, I hear, and then we talk. That's how it works. I'm an animal empath, and I can hear them. Now, Cassidy. Well, first of all, I'm at a different house, and I'm with a young lady named Tula. She's a King Charles Cavalier. I'm going to get her picture up here. And she wants to go outside.
Oh, okay.
And she says, I'm being a bad girl. I'm not being a good girl. I'm not being a good girl because I'm not listening to her. And I said, we got a show to do. And she was doing the inside voice. So she starts barking. That's why she doesn't. Yeah, she's in charge and I'm not listening to her because she's been telling me all week long I'm a good girl. She's like, you're a good girl. And on the first day I said, I know being alone can be hard. She says, that's okay. I take care of you. So it's like, okay, she's taking care of me, keeping me company this week. Not
okay.
Yeah, well, it's
Not the other way
actually,
around?
it's not the other way around in her head. Nope. So she normally eats at 7:30 also. So I have the little alarm that goes off at 7:20. So yeah, she wanted to go outside. I told her after the show, but I did ask her if she could hold it and she said yes. So I'm like, okay. So it's just like her preference and I'm not listening that has her irritated. So Cassidy, you wanted to talk to me about something. Cassidy said yes. I want to talk to you about this food thing. Well, what's going on with your food? No more chicken. You don't want any more chicken? No more chicken. Or you're out of chicken. No more chicken.
I
Okay.
think she means she finished her chicken today. She ate all of it, her dish.
Is that what you mean, Cassidy? That you ate all your chicken? No more chicken.
I don't know. She didn't put up a fuss today. She just ate it.
I ate all my chicken. No more chicken. All gone. She showed me this, which is the all done sign. Okay. Anything else you want to talk to me about? Not really. You can go now. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, because Cassidy and I have the discussions about food.
Yes.
So, okay. Oh, and now she's going to go lay down. All right. Or play with something.
She's looking for a toy.
Oh, okay. Where did you put it? You found it? Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. And these are Labradoodles, people. They're the Poodle and Labrador mixed. And Patrick got them from Oregon. If you're interested in a Labradoodle, he's got a connection to that dog breeder, which breeds them right in her home. Can anybody else hear that slight? That's coming from Miss Tula.
I can't hear anything.
No, you can't hear that?
Nope.
They can't hear you on the show. I can hear you growling or whatever you're doing, complaining, I'm not sure. Unhappy sounds. Okay, so last week we talked about the NVK collar and I ordered one for myself because we were using the sound only. We were not using the shock portion and it had a number of safety things on it, which made it kind of hard to accidentally shock your dog. So I ordered one. They're like they're like $35, something like that. Now, what I had used it for, so the pit bull that I was dog sitting, we would take her harness off, and then she was supposed to get into her kennel in the kitchen when you leave the house. The dogs don't have free range of the house, right? And that's because the Boston Terrier has an illness. So he has problems with bowel movements. we'll just say it that way. So, you know, one has to go in a kennel, they all have to go in their crate, right? That's the rules, right? You can't leave one out and one in. So the pit bull doesn't really want to go in it. So, but we take off her harness, right? Because she has chewed through some. So when we, I take off her harness, now she doesn't have a collar, she doesn't have a harness, as if I could pull her into her crate anyway. I couldn't. She's a pit bull, a full grown pit bull, you know, the head as big as mine. So with that NVK collar, I don't have a collar here, but I have this. So I picked up the collar. I had the collar, wasn't on anybody. And I had, you know, the device. This is a garage door opener, but I had the device. Because, you know, that's at the other house. I don't have my own yet until Amazon delivers it. And I pressed. I'm like, kennel, nothing. She's just staring at me. You know how they do in the living room. She's not even in the kitchen. And so I'm like, kennel, nothing. So then I hit it. It goes, beep. Remember we had it last week. And she's like, and then I'm like, kennel. And she still didn't really move. Then I beeped it again. Beep, kennel. Then she ran to the kennel. She's like, she ran into her kennel, didn't look back. Next day, I was leaving in the afternoon, so I needed to do it again. Put the dogs in the crate. They don't get free range of the house. And same thing, harness is off. It's on during the day, but it comes off when she goes into the kennel, sits down in the living room where the kennel isn't, where the crate is not, won't move. Okay. And the other dog, the terrier's already in his kennel. So I get the stuff again. I get the collar, I get the control, and I'm like, kennel, nothing. Then I'm like, and she's like, I'm like, kennel, and she runs. I didn't have to do it twice. So that's actually why I'm getting it, is not even necessarily to put it on a dog, but if I'm dog sitting, and I want them to do something in the house, get out of a room or get into a crate, I can use that sound that comes out of the collar to do it.
Okay.
And so many people, even like this situation here with Tula, she normally goes out and there's not a tether. She normally stays in the yard, but there's no fencing, no electric fencing. And when the babysitter's over or neighbors or whatever, they're just like, dogs are like kids in that way where they push the limits, right? So, you know, I like to have something like that to call them in, you know, or to when they're going after a squirrel or they're going to go meet another dog 2 houses away. I like something to disrupt it's not even a thought, their instinct. And that beep can do it. So I've ordered one of my own on Amazon. Yeah, I imagine she wants to get to her squirrel. She's just, so that's what I had in mind for today to discuss. So what are those guys doing?
They're wrestling. See?
Oh, numbing. Oh yeah, they're doing the numbing thing with the neck. Oh, that feels so good.
Oh yeah. They wrestle. So,
yeah. Oh yeah. The front arms, front legs come up, and yep. But they concentrate on here, on the neck, on the side of the neck, and yeah, I call that numbing. They really love to do that, dogs. So that's all I have for today. It's short
day today.
And she keeps. It sounds like growling. Maybe there's a squirrel out there, but it's been a while for a squirrel. She has a frenemy, a squirrel that's a frenemy. I bang on the window before I open the door, so it gives all the wildlife time to get up in the trees. And there's this one squirrel, he only goes like 2 feet up the trunk of the tree. I mean, like, he just wants it to be on. Like, he wants to entice her to chase him. They got a thing. Are you looking at our reflection, or I don't know what she's doing. So, okay. Thank you for joining us.